after the announcement? I'll hold the mic for you. I'll hold the mic for you. I'll hold the mic for you. You have to read this. Okay.
Well, I was requesting that he should allow me to speak from there because I have very unsteady hands. So people will think I'm very nervous when it will shake in my hand. Well, what do you say about a filmmaker like Mr. Mani Ratnam? Allow me to use a cliche that this world is a conveyor belt. People come, people go. And film industry is also conveyor belt with a little difference. It moves a bit faster. But there are very few people who turn this conveyor belt into a solid, immovable stage, platform. And there they stand under the limelight while others are coming and going. Mr. Mani Ratnam, who started his career in, if I am not wrong, 1983, 82, 83, is as relevant today as he was with his first film. And why? You see, success comes and success goes in our industry very quickly. But it remains with those, and they remain in the mind and memory of people, and they remain a person who draws respect and admiration for his work, who has brought something which was never there, who give us an experience that we had never had before. You see, we Bombay film industry people have been very complacent and very sure of ourselves. And we used to be completely convinced of our superiority. And then suddenly, a director came from Tamil Nadu. He slapped us hard on our face. The kind of work we had never seen. The kind of taking, the kind of framing, the kind of performances he has taken, the kind of lighting he had brought in his film. It was unprecedented. We were very sure of a technical superiority. He made us feel like illiterate children. And there are many who consciously and there are many who unconsciously have been influenced by him till today. What can you say about Mr. Mani Ratnam? I am very proud that I know him. I am very proud that I have met him. And I am very proud that I have learned so much from his films. So please be kind enough to come here.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the CNN News 18 Indian of the Year Entertainment, Mr. Mani Ratnam. Can we have a standing ovation for a legend who has redefined cinema for the last 30 years? May I request Javed Saab to present the award to Shri Mani Ratnam.
It's a good deal. He got the award, I got the honor.
Mani sir, 2023 of course was a phenomenal year for you. Ponniyin Selvan 1, Ponniyin Selvan 2. This is a magnum opus, a 5-part novel which you decided to make into a 2-part movie. It ran into a lot of difficulties, casting problems, financial problems. Tell our audiences first why you decided to make it, and at any point in those last many years when you had conceived it and when you were going through these troubles, did you ever feel, forget it man, this is too hard, I can't do this is too much?
First, I'd like to thank CNN. I'd like to thank Javed Saab. I think whatever he said applies to him, not to me. He is the rock-solid man, and he set writing in Indian film industry to such a structured, high standard. So I have a request. I think we need you back writing screenplay. It'll help us a lot. I think especially in these times where we are just talking of numbers, I think we need Javed Sab. So please write a screenplay. Yeah, I think I was very surprised when I was picked for this. I didn't know, but I felt that the huge part of this credit goes to Kalki Krishnamurti, who wrote the book, I think, and to the Chola dynasty, which has been, unbelievably, at its peak that time.
All right. A big contribution in Mani sir's life has also been his wife, Suhasini Mani Ratnam, who is here in our presence, who's in our midst. Ma'am, how is it to deal with him? I mean, he's a genius filmmaker, but at home, what is it like to deal with him?
Don't say the truth.
Mani, don't say the truth about Ponniyin Selvan. It's been a fantastic journey with Mani. And like Javed Saab said, that our life has not been a conveyor belt. It's been a rock-solid stage for both of us to respect each other as human beings, as creative people, and also somebody who reacts to what is happening around us. I react to what is happening around me. Mani reacts to what is happened many centuries ago. That is the difference. That is the difference between an ordinary person and a genius. I'm not saying he's a genius. He can try to be a genius.
She sure is one.
No, I'm trying to be a normal human being. That itself is so difficult. So thank you, Mani, for this wonderful journey where I've learned so much from you. Thank you so much.
What a moment, ladies and gentlemen. I do want to ask you about, your future projects. You're teaming up again with Kamal Haasan after 35 years, I think, after Nayagan. It's the first time. Yeah. I think the question that everybody in the audiences want to know is, what took you so long?
I can't say what took me so long. I didn't have a script for him. It didn't work out, and it's tough when you have an actor of that capability, who's done several things. So unless you have at least halfway something solid to give, you don't go to him, just because you have done before. I think hopefully we'll be able to bring some kind of a character back on screen.
You've worked, like I said, with the biggest stars in the industry, from Kamal Haasan, Rajnikant, Shah Rukh Khan, and you've also identified new talent, the likes of Arvind Swamy, Madhavan. You gave us the genius of A.R. Rahman through Roja. How do you manage to do both? On the one hand, you are managing the egos of these big stars, and on the other, you have this eye for spotting talent.
I don't think the big stars has real egos if they are on project.
Not with him.
No, really, it has never been difficult to work with stars, because if you're clear and if you know what you want, they're only too happy to have somebody take the decisions, somebody to go forward and where they trust and you trust them. So it becomes a mutual thing, we make it together. And I think new faces, the script demands sometimes new faces. That's why you go for new faces. And I do it only because it is right for my film, not that I want to introduce somebody new. I do what is best for the film.
I do also want to ask you, I'm sure you've been asked this many times over in the last 10 years, but I still do. When are we going to see Mani Ratnam direct another Hindi film? I think the last full-fledged one was in 2010, more than 10 years ago.
When Javed Saab writes a screenplay and gives it to me.
Javed Saab?
When are you going back to Chennai? I'm coming.
I have time.
I do want to ask Javed Saab, because the jury, again, was unanimous in its choice for why they chose you as the Indian of the Year in the entertainment category. So if you can tell us why the unanimous decision by the jury.
He's my friend.
No. The fact is that there was total unanimity, and the fact is, again, maybe I'm repeating myself, that people in any field, only those people are important. It's not only success. Success comes, success goes. But people who have made a contribution, people who have brought something to the table which was not there. You see, Mr. Mani Ratnam, greatest contribution is to make us so very sensitive about the visual, about the camera movement, about the detailing. I mean, my favorite film of yours is Gitanjali. I don't know how many times I've seen it. And I'm willing to see it again. So, I mean, that was another language. That was another pitching. And that is why it is not only that his film was successful. I can, it won't be very politically right, I can give you name of 10 directors who have made number of super hits and nobody remembers them. It is not only success. In film industry, only success doesn't sustain you. Success with some exceptional work. That is what he is.
And he has given us exceptional work in the last 40 years. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause to Mani Ratnam, CNN News 18's Indian of the Year in the entertainment category. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Congratulations.